Welcome to Midday. We're visiting first here with Shelby Vallow. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Always enjoy stealing you away from Abbott Wealth for a little bit so we can
nice
chat
little
with
break.
you.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's so many interesting topics around finances that we can always touch on. This is a great one, one that I think sometimes people don't consider and think about. We plan for our future, sometimes with retirement, but there are other considerations too.
Yeah, and a lot of the time you think you're never going to have to leave your home, right?
Yes.
So today we're kind of talking about services that are available to seniors that they might not know about. So the first one we're going to talk about is they're actually sort of new to the business, and they're called comfort keepers. So when individuals aren't ready to go into a senior's facility and they want to prolong living at home, there's some services that can kind of help keep them there as long as possible, because I think most people want to stay in their home,
and
right?
there are major benefits to seniors staying in their own homes as well. The autonomy is so important and health benefits. So,
and it kind of breaks down here that there's companion care services, but there's also personal care services. So the personal care is more of a carried, looks after you on bathing or things like that. And then the companion is more helps you go grocery shopping and does little light tasks around the house. Yeah, so that's really nice. And also on there as well, it showed that if you know, sometimes seniors do happen to fall and they have to go to the hospital, and sometimes they don't have a ride home and they need some help. So
especially because those, sometimes when you're released from the hospital, it's unexpected and it happens quickly. Maybe family can't get there.
And sometimes family doesn't live in the same city, and we're seeing more and more of that. So it's a $150 flat fee on there, and they pick you up and do a load of laundry, and it's $150, and really essentially that's not that bad. And same with their prices for companion and personal care. It is saving you a lot of money in the long run because you are avoiding leaving the home.
Right, not to mention the stress.
Yes,
and all of those other
exactly.
things.
And it probably really helps out family members as well, because a lot of the time they're those caretakers. So gives them a bit of a break and some help.
Okay.
And then the next one here is a place for moms. So I thought this was really neat because we're seeing more and more people are going into seniors facilities. And so you can go on the search engine, say where you live. It'll ask you your first name, last name, your email, and your phone number. And it'll bring up all the locations in Kamloops that can help you live in the facility. And it then just right there
provides services for you.
Yeah, and it shows additional features. So it tells you, you know, if you can have pets at that facility, amenities that it has. So it kind of differentiates them all for you, so you know, this doesn't have what I want, or it does. And someone calls you immediately after you log on. And it's pretty cool. And then they'll go through them with you, discuss your current situation, pass you on to an advisor in Kamloops, and then they'll help you through the whole process.
Great. That's amazing that it's local as well.
Yeah, well, the company's based in Seattle, and then they forward you to someone here. So it's really neat that they kind of brought that into Canada.
Okay, our third slide.
Yes. So the next one is about Meals on Wheels. So I think everyone knows what Meals on Wheels is, but this kind of breaks down the cost around it. So $6 per meal. Someone delivers it to your door, and you have to be home to accept it. You have to call the administration office to register for this. And it's really nice because some seniors might have difficulty cooking now, or they can't go grocery shopping, or maybe they don't have transportation, and maybe that's the big thing. And I actually looked up the menu, and they have non-meat options, frozen options, Chinese food options, and I looked at it, and they are on a 4-week rotation. So you could not eat the same thing for 5 months if you wanted to.
Amazing. Yeah, that's great. What a great option.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay.
And the next one, so Encore Senior Society. So again, this is kind of another thing to keep you in the home. So if you can't shovel your driveway anymore or do lawn maintenance, then they can handle that for you, which is really cool.
Like a check-in.
Yeah, touch base. And that probably makes a lot of family members feel comfortable too, knowing that there is that service there if they're not available to touch base with their senior.
Great.
And then the next slide there just shows you some assisted living and residential care options.
And some of these are just absolutely fantastic options too if you're not able to stay in your home.
Yeah, they're really great, and I've heard great things about a lot of them. Yeah.
Great. So many options. I think there are ways to mitigate the stress around those things and to keep people in their homes as long as possible, but comfortably and safely.
Exactly.
Yeah, those are. So again, one more time, what was the name of that first one? Because that was a brand new one that I hadn't heard before.
Comfort Keepers. Keepers is the first one. Okay. And they are newer, and that's probably why you haven't heard of them yet.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, thanks so much for this discussion. It's always great to know. If you would like more information, you can visit abbottwealth.com if you'd like to talk about it. Thank you for coming in, Shelby.
Thanks for having me.
Always love hearing what you have to say, and it's always so well organized. It makes it easy.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Midday in just a moment.